Okay, hi everyone. I create these videos for helping you to communicate and just want to something before we have the class and want to solve some unclear point for some of you who just wonder what it's going to be, especially for this kind of situation. So I hope you you have better understanding after I finish the videos, and feel free to send email to me if you still have any questions or comment for this. But first of all, I would like to say thank you so much for selecting this course that I has been teaching for 7 years, and this is the 8 years. So I start teaching this course from 2014. This is 22, eight. So I love this course actually because even I'm not the faculty member of your school, but I have this course when I was a bachelor student. My majors in bachelor student is food science and technology. My minor uh, my is business administration. And one of the course that I like the most is here, consumer behavior. And for the doctoral degree that I received, I also did some study based on the consumer study too. So I hope my knowledge gonna be very useful for you. And let's make it clear right now. So I want to be your friend. I want to help you in everything I can do. Please don't be shy or be please don't think like it's gonna bother me. Anything I can do for you, I can help you with the correct way, I will do. So if you have any questions or comment, feel free to let me know. Or if you need more explanation in any point, let me know. Okay. Okay. So once again, this is the major elective course. The consumer behavior. The code is 1203322. The regular class is going to happen on Thursday from 8 to 10 at C2309. So let's make it clear for the, the online and on-site policy first. So according to the university, that we need to have 100% on-site, but I know some of you, especially for Chinese students, you might not be able to be back here yet. So I would ask you to do the activity. Normally, it's going to happen in on-site where the online system like Zoom link, I already reserved it. But for any other student who are who already in Thailand, so you need to follow the policy, which is 100% on site, except you are infected or be in the state quarantine. The other than that, you need to attend to the class, and I'm gonna check the attendance. It sounds quite, I know that is not good. Of course, some of you think you need to have the choice, but for now, you really did not make any changes for this policy, so we need to follow it. And I have no authority to change it. I need to follow with this policy as well. So I hope you understand for this point. So let's to be clear again. So if you are international student who are not able to be back here, I create another channels to communicate with you, and I'm gonna make like we we're gonna learn live and on site at the same time via the Zoom link. So we're gonna have the online quiz at the same time. We're gonna have the class activity at the same time. But if you are not that situation, if you are a Thai student or another international student and you are already be in university, you need to attend on-site class. So second point for the on-site class, since we have 45 students right now enrolling the course, and C2309 just have the maximum space is 80. So university said that I need to set a smaller group. So I need to divide all students into two groups. So it's going to be 22 and 23 right now. Then I'm going to ask the first group attend to the class. And then when they're done, the second group going to replace after it. So we can make some bigger space and we can reduce the number enrolling in the course each time. So is the policy. Yeah. And don't forget, every time you attend on-site class, you need to register with the FFU first, which is the application that they set, and just monitor, check in and check out every time. Like I need to make it as well. And if you feel not quite good, so please do self-assessment to see that you're going to be the person who need to go to the hospital or not. And next one, because it still have some issues for the COVID-19. Some of you, if you have the negative result for ATK test, so you need to have the risk to go to the restrict area. So I'm okay, but please give the evidence to prove it. So you might learn online, but in that case, it's must from the COVID-19 infection mainly. If you are normal, if you okay, but we are not allowing you to have that kind of situation. Like if you are and you stay in FFU, but you need to study online. So university policy is not it. So I hope you get this point. Have so lots of things too. Okay, and next point, because I think I need to have, according to the thing that I said, we have 45 students. I'm gonna divide you guys into two groups, 22 and 23. So I think 8 a.m. is too early for many of you. So I'm gonna start the first group from 9 to 10. And then the second group gonna be 10 to 11. Then next week, we're gonna switch. The second group gonna become first. The first group gonna become later, like switch every time. For the learning style, what we need to do is I'm gonna use the videos that I made in each chapters and post it to you first. Then we need to have some exercise together in the class. We need to have class attendance. And then we're gonna have the quiz from previous week. So you have 1 week for reading the lectures, reading the notes, and then for the next week, you're gonna have the quiz from that chapter, which means for this week, we have no quiz yet. But for the second week, we're gonna have the quiz for the first chapters. Okay, so I am gonna collect 14 chapters because we have 14 chapters, and the last week gonna be presentation week. So 14 chapters gonna count for formative assessment that I'm gonna talk to you later. Okay, I think yeah, that's just beginning. So lots of things, right? But yeah, in order to do that, I need to have some information. So I'm gonna make the Google form and ask you all to complete it in terms of where are you right now. Then I'll if according to the university policies, so we need to attain the on-site class. So you are able to do that or not. So I'm gonna make the survey. But like I mentioned, actually I don't want to do this one online. That's okay. But universities policies we need to follow. On-site will be better in some cases. Like in this, we have the policies, we have the measures that ask you to do some social distancing and scanning and checkout. So I think that should be said enough. And for on-site, I can monitor, you can talk to me, I can talk to you. So we're gonna have better understanding. So I'm not from School of Management. I'm from School of Agro-Industry, but I was invited to be here to teach you. And this year, the 8 years. And actually, the class coordinator is Ajahn Sutsiri. So you can send email to her, or if you need some help, you can send email to me too. Or you have any point that you concern, send email to me. So what is actually this course will be? So this course is actually the consumer behavior. So what are we gonna learn? We're gonna learn the factors that influence decision making. For people who want to buy something, they have some process. It's not just happen very fast sometimes. You need to think a lot, but sometimes it happens so fast too. So we need to learn both of them. And we need to understand perception, human perception. What is the attitude? How attitude influence to your choice? And what is the theories that you can for marketing? So that is the general like overview for this course. So what is the objective for this course? So we will teach you, like I'm gonna teach you to be first. You need to be able to learn the consumer decision making and application for the marketers. We have many steps you need to understand one by one. Second one, so you are able to understand the major psychological influence because we are human. We're dealing with the psychological things like you have emotion, you have some feeling, you're not robot. So creating something for the people is not just easy way. Sometimes it's have many point, many issues that you need to combine. It's very complicated. A third one, so you need to discern how individual and group influence consumer behaviors and how marketer utilize knowledge to achieve the goals. So we're gonna teach you the individual behaviors, like just normal consumers and also the organization consumers, and how you applying to um, complete the objectives. So we're gonna have the mini pro. I say term. I would ask you to do some surveys on the topics that you interested, and I'm gonna be the mentor for guiding which way that you need to do. What is the questionnaire that always the question that you're gonna ask? We're gonna develop the questionnaire together to have the the great result. And the fourth one, you need to comprehend the roles of cultural and norms and values. So cultures also another factor that affects a lot to the decision making. Thai culture, Asian culture, Western culture, not the same thing sometimes. For example, you consuming rice, foreigner love eating bread. The ways that you cook rice is not the same as the Western world doing. So this is example. Last one, since I'm gonna give you the project, so you need to integrate and apply all things that you learned from the course to your project and show me what you have learned from this course. But no worry, I'm gonna be the mentor in every step, and feel free to ask me too. Okay, then let's talk about the assessment. So we have 50% for summative assessment or for the test, 25% for midterm, and 25% for final exam. I show you here TDS, that means it's off the scale. So normally for this course in the last 2 years, I give you as the take-home exam. So I'm gonna give you 5 days to complete the exam and submit to the Google Classroom or LMS. So I think that's gonna give you some chance to do your best. Trust that just 3 hours is enough, because sometimes you need to search more information, some decision. So more time, better result. Then term project is 20%. So you need to be in the group. And let me check with the number of the students again before I make the final decision how many students in one group. I don't want to make it's too many. Formative assessment, 20%. Is from the quiz and assignment. So 20% is going to be divided into 10% for the weekly quiz. The weekly quiz, I did not have the policy to retake the quiz. If you miss the quiz, that means 0. But we have 14 chapters. Let me see. I need to compromise in this way. We have 14 chapters. I'm gonna select the best 10 scores for being 10% for formative assessment, which means you have 4 times to be absent. You have this 4 times that I will not use as 10%. You will count as absent, or if you feel like you got very low score in some chapters, you have 4 chances to exclude it. Like in this way, we have 14 chapters. You got 10 score, like full score, like 10 for 9 chapters. And then you have 5 point for 5 chapters. So I'm gonna count like chapter 1 to chapter 9 is gonna be 10, and chapter 10 gonna be 5. So the other 5 point gonna be excluded. So I think that's fair enough. So once again, we will have no retake the quiz. Every time you miss the quiz, that means you need to count that you have 4 times to have the low score or to absence. Okay, so let's talk this once again in the class if you still get confused. Okay, then attendance. Oh no, assignment. Every chapters, like most of the chapter, I'm gonna ask you to do assignment, but it's not quite hard. It just give some explanation, give your idea, and submit on time. Attendance. Every time you are on site, and for international students who are not able to be here, the attendance can be checked by the Google form. So please be on time. Have 10%. The grading criteria is fixed rate. So if you need to have grade A, 80%, then lower than 50% is F. Actually, some year we have F grade. I don't want to give you that grade, but please do your best. Try to ask me anything that you don't understand. Trying to communicate with me. Don't be shy. Don't be fear. Then let's talk about the rough schedules. So for this week, we're gonna learn introduction to consumer behaviors. The second week, we're gonna learn perception. So do not forget, on the second week, you're gonna have the quiz from chapter 1. Let's mean on January 27. At the beginning of the class, after I check the attendance, you need to do the quiz, which is the multiple choice. Normally, I'm gonna set 12 questions, but I'm gonna collect just 10 point. That means you have 2 extra questions. You have 2 questions to be missed. So see, I trying to help you during the way. Yeah. And the third week, we're gonna learn learning and memories. Fourth week, we're gonna learn about personalities, motivation, and values. Then we're gonna go attitude and how to change the attitude. Then we're gonna learn about the self or your identity. Then week 1 to week 7 gonna be called for midterm exam. That I'm gonna give you the take-home style. For week 8, we're gonna learn individual decision making. Then go to week 9, you have the midterm week. We're gonna learn shopping, buying, and evaluating and disposing. We're gonna learn about the group influence later. Then we will see how income and social class affects to the consumer behaviors. And last, no, not last. And next one, we're gonna learn subcultures, then cultures, and the last one, we're gonna learn about creation and diffusion of culture. So have you heard this word pop culture? The things that is popular in some certain time. So it has some process to develop it. So we're gonna learn in the last chapter, and on May 5th of the 15th week, you need to present the term projects to me. And don't forget, this is 20%. Okay. And final exam is going to be take home as well. So I make these videos, I hope you have a clear pictures what it's going to be. Many things is complicated right now because the COVID-19 pandemic and university policies, but I will trying to make it more clear. So please email or when we're going to have the on-site class, let me know any point that you need more explanation. Okay, so what you need to do. After you watch this video, you need to complete the survey form. Then you need to watch the first chapter's videos and come to the class according to the name list that I'm gonna post later. Like who is the first group, who is the second group. The first group gonna come at 9 to 10. The second group gonna come at 10 to 11. Okay, and then next week is gonna switch. Some students ask me, if I can't attend to the first group, can I go to the second group? No, because 3 hours is already set with the schedules. You need to attend according to the time that is set. So I hope that is clear now. But however, if you still want to talk to me at any point, feel free to send email to me. And thanks again for joining this course, and see you on site and online for some students who are international student and you are not able to be here. Okay. Thank you so much and take care of yourself.